Dane County Communications Center calling Captain Barr. This is the final call for Sun Prairie Fire Captain Corey Barr.
A firefighter, father, and husband is laid to rest today in Sun Prairie, the latest from the aftermath of the deadly explosion. And flipping the close sign to open, Sun Prairie businesses start to move forward. News 3 at 6 starts right now.
This is News 3 at 6.
Good evening and thanks for watching News 3 at 6. I'm Amanda Quintana. It has been 4 days since an explosion in Sun Prairie rocked a community, destroyed part of the city, and killed Sun Prairie volunteer firefighter Captain Corey Barr. Today, community members gathered at Sun Prairie High School to pay their respects to Barr and his family. He and his wife owned the Barr house, which was destroyed in the explosion. Barr went to check on a gas leak near his business as other firefighters evacuated to safety, and that is when the explosion happened.
Today, there are 50 to 100 people still alive because of the events of that day. And if Corey could say something right now, he would do everything the same way all over again.
Community members and emergency responders from all over the state and beyond are remembering Barr and honoring his life. Hundreds showed up to today's services, so many that those who couldn't fit in the high school watched on screens outside. News 3's Madison O'Neill has more from Sun Prairie.
People have been coming together following Tuesday's tragedy online through fundraisers and hashtag Sun Prairie Strong. But today's memorial services were a chance for people to come together in person. And there's quite a showing.
We've been through hell.
After days of the Sun Prairie community showing strength,
I know for us as a family, this has been surreal.
Saturday is a day to stop and mourn.
Corey's passing has definitely cut us all to the core.
Grieving for a man who has impacted so many lives.
You have never met a more devoted father, husband than Corey Barr.
Touching even those who have never met him.
We came here to pay respect.
Some bringing gifts for the family.
I stay to you. Do not be afraid.
Others showing the sorrow on their hearts.
All of Wisconsin's here, so I mean, it's a group thing. All become family real quick.
All honoring a man who placed others above himself.
Corey was the funniest, greatest, and most loyal friend I'll ever know.
Everybody loved him.
Now in this send-off, others are doing for Barr what he was trained to do for them.
In 2016, he came to Milwaukee. We put on a 3-day honor guard class on how to actually do all of this should somebody die in the line of duty.
Corey, you are going home.
On a day when hearts are heavy, such a showing of support is heartwarming.
I feel sad, I guess, but hopeful that it's such a tragedy, but there's so many helpers out there and so many people doing so much for everybody that it just makes you feel good too.
We're gonna do what Corey wants. Today we cry, tomorrow we get up and we move on. We take back our fire department, we take back everything.
A fire department trying to return to normal.
This is the final call for Sun Prairie Fire Captain Corey Barr.
As one of their own finishes his duty.
Your love and passion for the fire service will truly be missed by all who knew and loved you.
Reporting in Sun Prairie,
Captain Barr, this is your final call.
Madison O'Neill for WISC News 3.
Our community has been shocked and saddened by the stories we've seen in Sun Prairie over the last week, but it has also been moved to action. On Tuesday, July 17th, News 3 will partner with the Bank of Sun Prairie for an all-day telethon to raise money for the Disaster Relief Fund. Our phone lines will be open from 4:30 in the morning until the end of our late evening newscast at 10:30 p.m. to take donations for the fund to benefit the businesses and families impacted by this tragic incident. The Bank of Sun Prairie is assuring that 100% of the proceeds collected will stay in the community. Some thunderstorms moved through the area last night, and we could see some more showers tonight. Let's turn it over to Dave Caulfield with your first alert forecast.
Amanda, we did see some more showers as we headed into this morning and afternoon, but these showers are really just raining themselves out, not really moving all that much. We lost the heat with a lot of clouds around today, but we did not do anything with that humidity. It is still around. A lot of the showers, though, have dissipated, and actually the sunshine has come out across many spots in southern Wisconsin this evening. Platteville on our Queen Bee Radio Skycam looking at those cumulus clouds. A couple of showers not out of the question this evening, but the chances don't look that good. We are seeing also some sunshine as well. Temperatures are in the 70s and 80s across the area, about 5 to 10 degrees cooler for many of us compared to this time yesterday. Dew points are still right around 70 degrees. That's pretty oppressive, pretty tropical humidity outside still with us. It feels like the upper 80s, close to 90 degrees. For some of us this evening, temperatures falling through the 80s into the low 70s with a slight chance of a storm, otherwise mild and muggy with some patchy fog developing overnight. We'll talk about some more showers and thunderstorms possibly on the way tomorrow in your first alert forecast in just a few minutes.
Thank you so much, Dave. Some stores and restaurants in Sun Prairie are reopening for the first time since Tuesday's explosion. News 3's Adam Duxter joins us live from downtown Sun Prairie with how these businesses are feeling on their first day back.
The windows might still be boarded, but the message cannot be more clear. Businesses along the 200 block of Main Street in downtown Sun Prairie are back open for business. Now, they were given this all clear to come back in on this block on Thursday. And after boarding up some windows, cleaning broken glass, and putting things back into working order, it's time to open back up. Now, the owner of Sun City Cyclery and Skates told me he has a feeling of gratefulness right now.
Maybe it was just kind of a deeper thankfulness for, first off, having a home, and then secondly, still having the home here intact and being able to come back to the home.
And Sun City is just one of the businesses back open today. If you join us at 10, you'll hear more of the stories of these business owners. Plus, we'll meet up with a mother and son making the rounds up and down this street, shopping for a very good cause. Again, that's tonight at 10.
All right, Adam Dexter in downtown Sun Prairie. Thank you, Adam. Still to come, President Trump's meeting with Russian President Vladimir Putin is still on, but the summit is being overshadowed by new charges of Russian meddling. How Trump plans to make the issue a top priority in that meeting. Welcome back. President Trump is 2 days away from his highly anticipated summit with Russian President Vladimir Putin. He's enjoying some downtime at his golf course in Scotland, but the president couldn't escape the controversy surrounding the indictment of Russian intelligence officers accused of hacking the DNC. Kenneth Craig reports from the CBS News Broadcast Center in New York.
No Trump! No KKK! No
Anti-Trump protesters shouted at President Trump as he played golf at his resort in Scotland. The president is scheduled to meet with Russian President Vladimir Putin next week, but the summit is being overshadowed by explosive new charges of Russian meddling. The Department of Justice announced indictments against 12 Russian intelligence officials for tampering with the presidential election in 2016.
11 of the defendants are charged with conspiring to hack into computers, steal documents, and release those documents with the intent to interfere in the election.
On Saturday, Mr. Trump tweeted, "These Russian individuals did their work during the Obama years. Why didn't Obama do something about it? Because he thought crooked Hillary would win. That's why." Democrats are calling on the president to cancel the summit in Helsinki, Finland.
The president and his team are not willing to make the facts of this indictment a top priority of the meeting in Helsinki, then the summit should be canceled.
Mr. Trump said he would ask Putin if Russian operatives interfered in the election.
I will absolutely bring that up. I don't think you'll have any, gee, I did it, you got me.
The president is keeping expectations low for the summit, but he says he may come out with some very surprising things. Kenneth Craig, CBS News, New York.
President Trump will meet with Putin in Helsinki, Finland on Monday. Coming up, as the temperature rises, so does your utility bill. But in these temperatures, many of us just need some air conditioning. Consumer Reports has tips on how to stay cool without breaking the bank.
Another mild and muggy night ahead of us. Some more rain showers and thunderstorms possible as we head into tomorrow. We'll track that possibility in your First Alert forecast next.
Welcome back. Despite some rain in the forecast, Madison's annual art fair on the square kicked off this morning. For 60 years, the event has brought in art enthusiasts from around the country to see art from over 500 artists. Nearly 200,000 people are expected this weekend, and organizers say it's a special event for the community.
So one thing that's really great about this event is it's a big Madison favorite. We know that lots of people from the community come out.
The fair is put on by the Madison Museum of Contemporary Art and is one of their largest fundraisers. Well, does your utility bill go through the roof when the temperature shoots up? Consumer Reports says smart thermostats can be a huge help for homes with central air conditioning. But even if you have window or through the wall units, there are some simple tips to help you weather summer heat without breaking the bank.
26-year-old Eliza Hansen loves the summer but dreads her utility bills when she has to use her air conditioner.
It gets swelteringly hot to the point where I spend as little time in the apartment as possible, and I try and wait as long as I can before turning on the air conditioning.
Typically, her electric bill in the summer are 2 to 3 times what they are in the winter, occasionally reaching over $200 a month in this tiny 400-square-foot apartment.
An easy way to keep costs down is to close your shades and curtains during the day, which will prevent the sun from heating up the inside of your home. You'll also want to plug up cracks in doors and windows to prevent that cool air from leaking out.
Another tip, using ceiling fans can make the temperature feel as much as 4 degrees cooler. In the summer, the fan direction should go counterclockwise.
If you have central air conditioning, one of the smartest investments you can make is installing a smart thermostat. Some can keep track of your preferences without any complicated programming, and you can even control them from your phone.
Smart thermostats can lower or turn off the AC when no one is home and set it to be comfortable for when you return. These adjustments can help lower your bills as much as 10%. Some models also offer sensors to prevent different parts of the house from getting too warm or too cold. Regularly maintaining your equipment is also important. It's easy to clean the filters on a window unit. Simply vacuum off the heavy debris with an upholstery brush. Rinse with soapy water, allow to dry, and reinstall for optimum airflow. Keely Arthur, WISC News 3.
A recent study shows that when it comes to selling your house, having smart technology like a smart thermostat is a big plus. More than 3/4 of potential home buyers want that feature. Well, we might want some air conditioning over the next few days.
Yeah, especially with temperatures tomorrow getting back into the upper 80s. Feels like temperatures in the mid 90s. You know the drill.
Yep.
We've heard it before this summer, that is for sure, with that high heat and humidity still in town. But we saw those thunderstorms last night really getting that heat down a little bit. And throughout the day, we've actually seen a lot of clouds until the last couple of hours. That is when that sunshine did peak out. But check out this photo from Brian from Blue Mound State Park. Just a unbelievable shelf cloud showing up there. Look at those colors in the photo. With those severe storms yesterday, thank you so much for sending that in. Remember, send us your weather photos. We'd love to get them and hopefully show them on the air. Doppler track showing nothing like that today, although we did see a few rain showers and maybe a thunderstorm or two. But as you can see on Doppler track, once these formed, especially this afternoon, they kind of just stayed put and then rained themselves out. And I don't think we're going to see all that much as we head into tonight, but there is at least a chance of a shower or thunderstorm. So have that umbrella ready to go. Over the last 24 hours, about 2 to 3 inches of rain in some spots across southern Wisconsin. And what a difference a couple of days can make, right? We were running very dry for the month of July, but over the past couple of days, about 1 2/10 of an inch of rain, bringing us back close to normal values for the month of July so far. Time lapse in Madison. This is from yesterday. Nothing like that for today. A couple of showers, as I mentioned, and some of us, if we were heading to Art on the Square, we did have to get that umbrella out just for a couple of minutes, but for now, we're looking at that sunshine peeking through. And in downtown Madison on the Edgewater Skycam, also looking at some nice sunshine with the clouds in the background as well. Today's high 83, pretty close to normal for this time of year. Right now, that's where temperatures are in the upper 70s and low 80s. Dew points still very high in the low to middle 70s. Pretty tropical, oppressive humidity outside. It does feel like the upper 80s in some spots right now. Tonight, mild and muggy with a slight chance of a shower or thunderstorm. For tomorrow, very warm and humid, more chances for showers and thunderstorms. It could feel like the low to mid 90s tomorrow afternoon and evening. And future tracks showing maybe, just maybe, an outside chance of a shower or storm as we head into later tonight. And then tomorrow, much of the same. Pretty similar forecast to today, folks, but I do think we'll be a little bit warmer as we head into tomorrow afternoon. And then as we head into early Monday, if I can get my days right there, we'll start to see those showers head out of here, and we can expect some very nice weather on the way for Tuesday and Wednesday, where temperatures are near 80, and then we're in the 70s Thursday and Friday.
Well, he can do more than just throw a football, of course. We'll show you how Aaron Rodgers is spending the last few weeks up until preseason football. That's next in sports.
News.
Well, Jabari Parker is going home, folks. The Chicago Bulls announcing today that they've signed the now former Bucks forward to a 2-year, $40 million contract. Now, the Bulls had an offer sheet yesterday, and this morning, Bucks GM John Horst removing the restriction on Jabari's contract with the Bucks to allow him to become an unrestricted free agent. Because, well, the Bucks weren't really going to match the offer sheet anyways. So there is a team option on the second year of his contract with the Bulls, lowering the risk for them because Jabari has had 2 ACL injuries in his career so far. More changes to the Brewers roster. Eric Thames and Junior Guerra both now on the 10-day disabled list. Thames with a right hamstring injury and Guerra being bothered by his right forearm. Brent Suter back and healthy now, pitching in the second game of today's doubleheader in Pittsburgh. Right-handed pitcher Aaron Wilkerson also joining the team today. We pick things up in Game 2, third inning here. Max Moroff, that's a solo shot out to left field off of Suter. His stats for today, 5 innings of work, giving up 1 run on 2 hits. Bullpen struggling, though. 3 pitchers giving up 5 runs. Right now, the Brewers game just ending the second game of the doubleheader, 6-2, the final score. Chase Anderson getting the start in Game 1, but the offense needed some help in this one, too. Christian Yelich coming through in the 5th inning with a line drive down the right field line there, cutting the deficit in half, 2-1, but that would be the final. So the Pirates sweeping the Brewers today. Cubs playing late tonight. They're on the West Coast in San Diego. Kyle Hendricks starting on the mound for Chicago. Luis Perdomo for the Padres. First pitch at 9:10 p.m. Central Time. Wimbledon wrapping up this weekend. Early this morning, the women's singles final between Angelique Kerber and Serena Williams. Lots of celebs, Tiger Woods there, and of course, royalty in attendance. Serena losing in straight sets to the 30-year-old German, but certainly a remarkable comeback for Serena. She left the tour in January 2017, gave birth to a daughter on September 1st, rather, and got herself back to the final at the All England Club, despite being ranked 181st in the world coming into Wimbledon. Meanwhile, on the men's side, semifinal match continuing between Rafael Nadal and Novak Djokovic. It was suspended last night due to lack of daylight. Djokovic was leading 2-1, and he held on to upset top-ranked Nadal, winning the last set 10-8. He'll face Kevin Anderson in the final tomorrow, aiming to win his 4th Wimbledon title. World Cup wrapping up today with the 3rd-place match between England and Belgium. First half, Thomas Meunier right there in front of the goal to give Belgium the lead 1-0 just 4 minutes into the game. Later in the second half here, Eden Hazard just for some security. 2-0 Belgium. They'll take home the bronze. Final between Croatia and France is tomorrow. Aaron Rodgers proving that he has other skills besides just throwing footballs, although I feel like this is a little low, right? That doesn't really look like a slam dunk. Anyways, come on, Rodgers. He was playing in the American Century Celebrity Golf Tournament in Lake Tahoe. Hole 11 here, nailing the very long putt. I'm impressed by this. A very long putt for par there. He obviously takes his golf game very seriously, spends a lot of time playing in the off season there, and obviously also rocking the vintage Bucks hat there. That was kind of cool, too.
A man of many talents.
He is indeed.
Basketball, golf, sorry. I
was
going to
call you a man of many talents.
Well,
so
I actually tried to stop
compliment.
you. That's why I was talking, because, I mean, you wouldn't want to lie to the viewers here, would you? But we do have a chance of some showers and thunderstorms as we head into tonight. These storms today, because there's not a lot of forcing, have just been forming, raining themselves out, and then dying. So we're really not going to see too much in the way of rain tonight, possibly into tomorrow, though. Some more showers and thunderstorms could come our way. Temperatures in the low 80s right now. Will be in the 80s once again tomorrow.
All right. Thank you so much, and thanks for joining us. We will see you again at 10 o'clock.
Making plans that are weather dependent? Get an accurate 12-hour, even a 10-day forecast. Download the Channel 3000 First Alert Weather app and start planning.